Most people visit Angkor Wat for the famous sunrise and the western entrance, but the real story lies on the eastern side of the temple. This entrance is so quiet that many visitors don't even know it exists. Today, I'm going to take you through the east entrance of Angkor Wat, all the way to its sacred inner sanctum. Along the way, you'll discover why the temple base was built so high, the real meaning behind the giant gopurams, hidden details that thousands of visitors walk past every day. We'll also explore that one specific feature that was intentionally designed in this temple to make devotees feel closer to the god. So let's dive in. This is Trekkerpedia Adventures. We make helpful videos about the destinations around the world so you can easily plan your own adventures. Our walk begins at the east entrance of Angkor Wat. This side is quieter than the popular west entrance. As we moved ahead, we came across the perimeter wall of the temple complex. They run almost 1.5 kilometers in length and breadth, covering a total area of over 200 acres. Together, the wall and moat form a protective boundary, giving the temple a fortress-like presence. After walking for almost 15 minutes through the forest, we get the first glimpse of the temple. You can see the outer wall. It symbolizes the edge of the outer world. The gopurams behind the wall, which look like a small temple in itself, were temple entrances. Passing through a gopuram symbolized leaving the earthly realm and entering the sacred space. It was both a physical gateway and a spiritual threshold. Beside the gopurams, you can also see the long galleries. These are roofed corridors that run hundreds of feet around the temple's enclosures. They are open and were used to provide shelter. On the gallery walls, you can see the reliefs of different events from the Hindu epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata. Passing through the gallery brings you to the middle courtyard. At one point in time, these inner walls, gopurams, lintels were adorned by the stone sculptures, statues, and reliefs. From here, we take another flight of stairs to go inside the inner courtyard. You might have noticed already that each of the courtyards need a flight of stairs, representing that we are getting spiritually higher as we get close to the main sanctum. Inside the inner courtyard, you can see raised roof and ornate lintels. These are typical of Angkor Wat's architecture. They mark the transition from one courtyard to the next. But what also catches your attention is the lotus bud-shaped temple towers and massive base of the temple. The base of the temple is made of sandstone blocks fitted together without cement. The steps to the temple were also built steeply to remind visitors that reaching the home of the gods is not easy. It takes effort and humility. The inner courtyard was once the most sacred part of the temple, reserved for kings and priests. Today, visitors wait in line here as only a limited number of people are allowed inside once at a time. The wait can be anywhere from 20 minutes to over an hour, depending on the crowds. You are given a limited time to visit inside the main temple. After taking a flight of stairs, when you finally enter, you step into a quiet, sacred space with narrow galleries and views that open across the entire temple complex. The journey from the base to this inner sanctum mirrors the spiritual journey from the earthly world to the divine. The inner walls are decorated with carvings and inscriptions. Though many have worn smooth with time, you can still see the carvings on some stone blocks. When you look around the temple complex from the main sanctum, you get a feel of the vastness of this temple complex. Long galleries, multiple gopurams, tens of entrances, hundreds of windows and pillars, vast courtyards where humans look miniature, tons of stone blocks used in steps, walls, and everywhere. From the top, you also get a wide and open view of the famous west entrance with its long paved path. If you observe the main sanctum, you notice 4 ponds inside. These ponds may have been used for ritual bathing. On some walls of the gallery, you can still see the relief of the apsaras. Most of these are smoothened out, but you can still see the remaining one in the corners or in inaccessible places, such as on the outside wall of the temple. You will also see some beheaded figures. These were beheaded during the religious invasions. You can also see the faint layered stone carving in the central main temple, imitating lotus buds. The central temple was once dedicated to Lord Vishnu. You can still see the statue of Vishnu at the entrance of the central temple. The statue later became an object of Buddhist devotion when Buddhism spread in Cambodia, and more Buddha statues were placed in this temple as well. It makes Angkor Wat rare because it transitioned from Hinduism to Buddhism, and both traditions are still visible in its art and layout. As we came down, we headed towards the west entrance of the temple from the east. Viewing the temple from all around gives you, again, a reminder of how massive the whole temple complex is, where the base itself is taller than a normal human being. Now we are near the west entrance of the temple. The galleries and gopurams at the west entrance are much bigger than other sides. Pillars and walls of this gallery were adorned with colorful carvings, most of which are still intact but easy to miss. Just like on the eastern entrance, you can also see reliefs on the stone wall depicting stories and events from Hindu epics. As we came out through the western gate, we followed the Grand Causeway. This is the view most visitors recognize, the postcard image of Angkor Wat. There is much more to explore around the temple complex. Today, it stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing millions of visitors each year, while archaeologists continue to reveal its hidden secrets. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of Angkor Wat and discovered something new today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so more travelers can join the journey.